Okay, welcome back again. Sort of a project, but not really. Let me explain what I'm gonna do. The first thing I'm gonna do is unpackage this. So all these Skylines, JZs, Chasers, all those guys, the problem we're having is, well, one of the problems is gonna be your dash cracking. This dash is pristine, not one crack, not one scratch. And I kind of like to keep it that way. So the best thing to do is get a dash mat or dash pad. Unfortunately, I searched for months. I could not find a single company that produces a dash cover. It's not like a normal left-hand drive vehicle that they make millions of dash covers for every single car you can think of, including Hyundais. Anyway, Japan only had this one nasty vinyl, puffy vinyl looking fake carbon fiber, and that just looked horrible. I did find these guys. What is this? This is Chevron in, of course, Australia. These Australian guys produce everything. Let me see if I can zoom in on the address for you. All right, so that's the address. With shipping and everything, tariffs, I think it came out to about $114, so not too bad. Anyway, what I'm gonna do now, open this thing up, let it relax in the sun, and put it in. So first thing is to check out this dash pad. Second thing, a friend of mine needed to know how to take off the door card, and I told him, are you serious? You don't really know how to take this thing off? It's easier than a Honda. And I think someone else wanted to know how to take off the rear seats. I did make a video earlier. Someone wanted to know how to take off the rear top shelf for the speakers. So I'll try to go in detail on all these things for today. First, open this guy up. Packing list. Let's see, what is this? This is the method of payment. So they make them for all the cars, all the Japan cars, like I said, everything, including American cars, Mercedes, Audis, all these weird kind of things. So check them out. Chevron Auto Accessories. Anyway, there you go, Chevron. All right, so let me let this thing relax in the sun and we'll come back in a minute. Well, that really sucks. When I ordered it, it said it was for the 2-door coupe and the 4-door. Okay, whatever. I know there's a difference. The website said it was the same. It came in, I put it on the dash, totally different. That's just how things go sometimes, I guess. Sucks to be me. Oh well. Damn it. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do, I'll do an in-depth detail on how to take off the door card, and then I'll do an in-depth detail on how to take off the bottom seats, the back seats, and the top shelf for the speakers. So let me grab my screwdrivers and stuff, and I'll be right back to do the door. Okay, it's a little windy, but we'll see how fast we can get this done. I'll try to talk you guys through it, and we'll go through each part. All right, first thing, we're gonna pop off a couple of these things. We'll start with this one, and there's one in here. Oh well, that one went flying. Okay, so Phillips screwdriver in here. And another Phillips screwdriver down in here. All right, then this can pop out. Was there one back here? Okay, we're gonna push pin these two pins. and one on the bottom. Alright, so next comes a tricky thing. There's a clip that's back here. So gently, very carefully, just a little pry and a small little pop. There you go. On the top, on the bottom, and on the front. Sometimes you can lift the back and push it forward. Well, let's try wiggle the front. There you go. See? So this is what you're looking at. The front, there's a little tab. The rear has a little hook thing right there. That little hook goes on to this hook right here. Alright, next what you can do is pry this little guy here very carefully, just a little pop. Alright, I'll show you guys what I'm looking at. This little clip right there. So you pop that off and then you lift, and that'll expose the wiring harness. Alright, next thing you'll do is just push all these guys off. This is the hard one. Alright, that was easy. Okay, next thing, pop this front pin. Grab the underneath and start popping. Just like that. Alright, everything is loose. Now we just lift it up. Haha! That easy to take off your door card. Now you can mess around with the actual door speakers or whatever you need to. Alright, let me put this back. I'll show you how to take off the rear seats, and I'll show you how to take off the rear shelf. Alright, let me put this back. And by the way, when you put this back, common sense, right? It's going to go in the reverse order. Pop all the clips, pop everything back on, hook everything back up, and that should be it. So let me do this now. So before I put this back together, I figured this might be worth mentioning. There's a little easier way how to put this thing in. So let me show you real quick. Now there's that little hole there and this little clip in here and that little ledge. So it's best to hook the rear first. It's going to match into there. Whoops. Alright, so it's best to hook the rear part first. Just kind of hook it in there and then just push the front forward to catch the eye, that little eyelet that's right there. Catch the back, hook, and push. Alright, there you go, that easy. So grab my 12mm ratchet or 12mm socket. Let's hit the back. So the first thing we're gonna do, there's two 12mm nuts on the bottom of the seat. Blast those off real quick. Alright, now you just pull out the rear seats, fish it through one side of the door, and we need a 10mm nut for the back seat. So let me show you what that looks like. Okay, the back seats are out. Well, the lower portion is out. The back portion, there's just two 10mm, well, one 10mm nut in each corner. Let me blast that off real quick. So the next thing, there's 3 hooks on the back. There's one on the left, one on the right, one in the center. You lift up, pull back, but first take the seat belts out. All right, next is the rear the rear shelf tray for the speakers. There's 2 little push pins that need to be pulled out first. The rear third brake light just kind of pushes in. There's 2 clips that look like that, so and just pull back. I'll show you what that looks like. So you see these little clips. All you do is pull back and they pop out. Then you should be able to just push up on the whole tray. So there's a little trick to remove that rear tray. I'm in the trunk now and I'll show you guys. There's 2 little clips that should be pressed up to release, and I'll show you where they are. So if you come underneath the trunk, you're in the trunk actually, there's a little clip right here. You just squeeze and push up. I'll see if I can get a better view of it. That little green tab, there's one on each side. And here's the other one. You squeeze. You're gonna squeeze and push up. All right. So now that that is free, now's the hard part. Let's go inside. Now comes the hard part to remove that rear tray. There's 2 hooks on each side. Instead of taking off all of these panels, it's a pain in the butt to take everything off. If you just lift from one corner, so I'm gonna lift my hand underneath from here. I'm just gonna lift it a little. That's why we have to loosen the tabs underneath there. Lift here and push forward in that corner. There's a little clip, and I'll show you what that clip looks like. So I'm gonna lift this corner and expose the clip and push towards the rear of the car. Right there, see that little clip? Right there, that clip, and now you can pull towards the front of the car. And you're gonna do that on each side. Okay, now just pull the whole thing back. Unfortunately, the seat belts are still connected, which is a pain in the butt. But we're gonna pull the rear tray back. And that exposes all of this. Right, so the hardest part was lifting each corner, exposing the clip. Maybe you can see the clip better now. Once you expose that clip, you can pull the corner to you, which will release it. And the process of putting it back is just the opposite. You're gonna push forward, try to hook it back in, and that should be it. So let me put this back together. Should take about a second or so. I'll be right back. That easy. That wasn't too bad. It took about maybe a whole minute. The next thing to do is just push this little piece back. When you push it forward, it'll clip. I'll show you what that looks like. Pretty easy. Now the only thing left to do, get the backing of the seat back in. When you go to put it in, make sure you lift up, catch these 3 hooks first. So bring the seat in, lift it up, catch it, push it down, screw in the 2 10mm nuts on the bottom, and let's see what that looks like. Don't forget the seat belts. You're gonna lift it up and hook it down. Give a little tug. If it feels like it's hooked, you're hooked. Let me put the seat belts in. All right, next thing to do, put those 2 10mm nuts in each corner, lock those in. All right, the next thing, you grab the bottom seat, fish it in, and bolt it in. So let me grab that. Okay, so that is it. That is how you remove the door cards, the rear seats, and the upper top rear deck lid for the speakers. So this is how, I guess it's the same for the GTR and the GTTs, at least for the 34s. The 33, 32s, I would assume it's all relatively similar. I don't know, I'm not sure. I'm not a professional, I'm not an expert, but hopefully this helps someone out there. That's the only reason I do these videos, help everyone, including myself. So once again, I have a ton of things to do. I have a whole new tail light system that came in for this car, but I'm gonna put that in later when the rear bumper gets installed and the rest of the body kit. By the way, I'm still waiting for the hood to come in. It should be this month. It was supposed to have been last month, and then this month, and who knows. Anyway, thanks again for sticking around, everybody. I'll see you guys again on my next project.